It's open. You just have to pull it.
Pull it?
Yep.
How's your AC in there, my friend?
It's good. If you need it cooler, let me know.
Yeah. How's it going, bud?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself?
Good.
All right. Cell phone charger back there if you need it.
Perfect. iPhone?
It works for all three.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
And then let me know if you need the temperature cooler, hot, or whatever you
Oh,
like.
it's perfect in here now.
All right.
I like the reggae vibes as well. Okay. We're on our way.
All right. I did not know they had a Hyatt hidden in here.
Mate, I've never been here before.
Oh.
This was purely a what's it called? A work trip, and it's been a discovery. Definitely, it's basically this is the old McDonald's corporate facility.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to work across the street.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they switched it up to be a hotel, a Hyatt.
Yeah, and then that's so interesting. And then I guess they're doing, because I guess McDonald's is leaving this area, the Kroc Drive for Roy Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. But yeah, that's so funny. I've never been over here because they wouldn't let people in. Like, you couldn't just cruise around and look at anything. It was sealed off as McDonald's University for the longest time.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
What do you do for work?
I'm an actor. I act predominantly. That's what I'm out here for.
Uh-huh.
But then I say predominantly. I actually do it all. I direct, produce,
Sure.
create content.
Nice.
That's my field. That's my field.
Very cool. So do you do like movie acting or stage mostly?
This was a movie. I did do stage before. I'm based in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Brooklyn, New York.
Mm.
So yeah, man, it's been a ride, definitely. Yeah, but how about yourself? Is this one of many hobbies or
Yeah,
ventures? Or?
and a hobby is a great way to put it. So I my 9 to 5 is IT.
Oh, cool. What area of IT?
So I'm a cloud infrastructure engineer, but I'm actually a comedian.
Really?
Yeah. So
Mate,
so what
you're
I
talking
do?
my language now.
See, I interview people while I drive them around. The show's called Getting in Cars with Strangers.
I know that show.
It's a new show. I just started. It's not like live, but people said it sounds familiar.
Aaron, is this a microphone right here?
It is. Yeah.
Have you got the gear right now?
It's all going, but you don't have to be recorded if you don't want. I mean,
Hey.
I have it for the car, but yeah, it is going.
Would you like to interview me right now?
I mean, I'd love to. I mean, I just have the conversation anyways. That's what I enjoy doing.
No, but see,
yeah,
I
used to
love
work right
conversation.
here.
Right?
Yeah.
This conversation is education, right?
Yeah, and this comes down as a cup holder if you want that middle spot there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What form of comedy, Nick?
So I
Do you
do
stand up?
I do stand up, and then I'm learning, more improv because I want to make the interviews better. Like, this is what I love to do. This is my passion, just having the
All right, switch it on now. Let's just
It's
spitball.
going.
It's on?
Yeah, it's going.
We're going? Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
So you got everything from as soon as I got in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Because
Easy.
you have to record the conversations for the car anyways, right? So it's always going.
Ah.
Yeah, it's always running. I love that.
Nice.
You're like ready to go. I love that.
Mate,
Yeah.
this is what it is. This is what improv is. Yes and.
Exactly.
Yes and ellipses.
Oh, this thing thinks
What is that noise?
it thinks the middle seat has somebody in it. So
It
you
does, all right? It fucking does. It's my
So-
coffee.
Oh, so you just have to plug, buckle it, and then it'll stop beeping like that. How annoying. Usually people just keep it buckled all the time.
Hang on. Fuck it up.
Wow.
All right, calm down, mate. Calm down. Fucking hell.
Right? It just doesn't, it's so
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
And I wish I could get
This
it.
is like bloody improv comedy right now. Just trying to
Exactly.
fucking. I feel like I'm Larry David.
Hey, we did it. Right, there you go.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
quiet. These cars just tell you what to do now.
The British Indian Larry David.
I love that. He's a great actor.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But
So,
oh, sorry. Yeah. So tell me your story, man. So 9 to 5.
Yep. So
Yeah.
well, that was it. So I lived in LA for 10 years.
That's where I'm going today.
Right. So
But,
that's awesome.
I just switched from east to west. I was going east, but I'm going west now.
Well, there you go. So I went there and I was going to be an actor, but it obviously didn't work out. And so I tell people I'm
But,
an actor.
but you say that. But you say that. But like, when you say obviously, that's an interesting word to use because you never lose it.
You never do. And I do love acting. I love performing. And so what I tell people is I'm an actor playing the part of an IT guy. For the last 10 years, I've been lying. I have a resume made of BS.
You're speaking my language, man,
Yeah.
because I've been masquerading as a fool. I've been masquerading, and I am a fool. I'm the Joker.
Okay.
As one of my favorite artists right now, Sam Fender, he's like, I armed myself with a grin because I was always a fucking Joker.
Sure. That's great. That's great.
It's good line.
And you have to be, right? You have to be able to act, to improv, the yes and. So what I tell people is that what you call lying on your resume, I call workplace improv. That's what I do. And so the 9 to 5, my resume is a complete lie.
So smart. No, but again, I've been doing that for 32 getting on 33 years now.
Well, there you go.
33, September 11th.
Oh, wow.
Make that one up.
That's when you started. So I'd love to hear about that. So September 11th, were you...
That's my birthday.
That's your birthday. Okay. Oh, I see. So you're 33. You've just been lying.
No, I'm turning 33 this year.
Gotcha. Soon then. All
When
right.
my pilot, Where You From, comes out, September 11th, 1990, it's my birthday. September 11th, 2023. New York premiere.
Oh,
Be
that's
there or
awesome.
be square.
Okay, that's
Or
great.
beware.
Where
Beware
are you
of
from?
the haters.
So what can you tell me about the show? Where are you from? What is it?
It pretty much does exactly what it says on the tin, as
Okay.
they say in England. Where you from? What's the question that... What are a couple questions that you get asked when you don't know someone, or if you're asking yourself?
Sure. Well, in America, it's what do you do, where are you from, and how can I benefit from this conversation?
Exactly, but it's all about benefiting.
Yeah.
And this is like, I've been talking about this. America is a capitalist society.
Oh yeah.
Completely.
Oh yeah.
And I just had this conversation in the jacuzzi in the swimming pool with one of my mates, John Chapman. Great guy.
Okay.
Don't forget that name.
I won't.
He's a local guy from Illinois. So yeah, again, I'm in this big fucking spaceship of a hotel, getting lost every day because it's a McDonald's corporate office.
Right.
I'm clowning around like Ronald fucking McDonald did back in the day. But yeah, like I was talking to John Chapman, and I was like, this is my problem with American sports too, and I love American sports, so don't hate me because like, look, where's my Yankee cap? All right, I wear this for many reasons, right?
Sure. Okay.
So basically, this is the camera here, right?
Yes, it is.
Cool. All right, I'm looking in the right place. It's a bit wet because we had a basketball game in the fucking swimming pool. Anyway, so I wear this with pride because I'm a New York Yankee, and people can hate on me for it, and I don't give a fuck.
Sure.
Because I have my reason of supporting my teams. Right now, I've got a very special scarf on. This is George Best. And what it says on the scarf, this is from Manchester, England. Oh, hang on. That's the Hair song, right?
The Hair?
Remember Hair, the musical?
Oh yeah, Hair, the musical. Yeah, John Travolta and all that stuff. Also did the
Manchester,
movie.
England. So what it says on this, it says, going on up to the spirit in the sky. It's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go on the piss with Georgie Best. Cheers to Georgie Best.
There you go.
Who we unfortunately lost because he's a massive pisshead, but he was the superstar of the 70s for Manchester United.
Okay.
He won us a European Cup in 1968, and that's why 99 is a very special year for me because of Manchester United, and I'm Manchester United till I die. You know, and any sports team I decide to and choose to support, I give my all.
Nice. Okay.
Like my acting career.
Great.
But I want to hear more about you because I'll talk
Well,
about
that's the
5
whole
hours of episodes right now.
Well, that's the whole point. I say the passenger is the star. That's the whole point of the show. I want to know about
it's
you.
we the people.
I agree.
You
I
know?
agree. And that for the 10 minutes I have, the usually 10 minutes, the person in the car, what do I get out of that person? When do they get to talk? And so it's great. So I want to know, as an actor, what's your process? How do you get into a character? What are some of the main things you like to do? You know, like Pacino builds a walk first. So what do you do to create a character?
Pacino builds a what, sorry?
The walk. How are they going to move?
Oh, the walk, yeah. So I think, myself and Mr. Pacino have a little bit in common.
Okay.
But every actor's process is different, right?
Mhm,
as
exactly.
you know, as an actor.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear more about your acting career because it's just getting started, man.
Right.
You know, it didn't obviously go whatever way, but LA's LA. And
Exactly.
LA, even though I'm going to see it tonight,
Mhm.
you're a bit fucked up, mate. You're a bit fucked up because there's a lot of fakes and frauds and deep fakes and frauds,
Oh yeah.
and all you talk about is the same fucking thing.
Right.
Get out. Get out of the industry.
Right.
Get out.
Oh yeah.
You know, live a little. Go and bloody go to the mountains. Go. This country's so beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a beautiful country. Like
yeah.
I feel blessed I'm here right now.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's
And
gorgeous,
in Chicago,
especially today.
Illinois, the home of Lupe Fiasco,
Mm,
Kanye
that's-
West,
Yeah.
the home of Twister, home of Common,
Great.
the home
yeah.
of the Bears, the Cubs, the White Sox, all of them. You know,
Yeah.
I feel blessed. The Bulls, Michael Jordan,
And a ton of great actors have come out of here too.
Tracy Letts. I was at Steppenwolf Theatre last
There
night.
you go.
I didn't go see the show, even though I wanted to,
Uh-huh.
but I wanted to feel the building. And
Mhm.
it was a beautiful space. So
Oh,
shout out to Steppenwolf Theatre
yeah.
and to Tracy Letts as well. You know, what a man.
Mm-hmm.
I read with him when he was auditioning for Homeland. He came in and I was a reader for him.
Right.
And that is the most intense situation I've ever been in because he came in early and I basically had to react as the reader and cold read with Tracy Letts. It was absolutely insane.
Sure.
And I was scared shitless because he's a very intense man, but I really respect him and hats off to him.
Sure.
I wish him the best. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I've talked enough.
Ha, that's so funny. And what I love is you didn't answer the question.
I'm a politician as well. Oh man, but sorry, yeah. I'm very tired, but very
Sure.
happy. What was the question again, my friend?
How do you build a character? What's your process, if you have one, for building and getting into a character, to get into that headspace to be something else, someone else?
Honestly, the process that I took, I didn't realize what kind of actor I was until this project. So this project is called American Underdog.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple weeks left to film it.
Mm-hmm.
Look out for it. Deadline just released the article.
Okay.
Danny Trejo
Mm.
is one of our stars.
Oh, he's great. That's awesome. Yeah.
And all I'll say is this, because I can't give too much away, obviously, because it's going to be a hit, and I know it, and I'm putting it out into the universe, putting it out to you guys, whoever's watching, and thinking, who the fuck is this crazy geezer in the back of the car? But you were invited to the world premiere, whenever that will be, wherever that will be, will be.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it.
But also you're invited Friday, May 19th, if you happen to be in Harlem, New York.
Holland, New York. Okay.
Harlem, New York
Harlem.
City.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But Holland is great too.
Yeah.
And I'll be going there soon to pay a visit to a very close family member of mine. Michael, I'll see you soon. Much love and peace and health. So yeah, I prepare and didn't realize that I prepare this way. I'm a method actor.
Okay.
And I was told that 10 years ago, or maybe even longer, when I did my first co-star on HBO's The Newsroom by Dev Patel, who's 6 months older than me, born and raised in the same part of London, or just outskirts, Ashford, I believe. That's where he's from as well, Middlesex area. Like, I'm so proud of that man for what he did for us, for brown people.
Sure.
Because the representation is not there
Right. Oh no, absolutely.
at all.
Yeah.
And I'm sick and tired. And I'm being candid right now because I'm on candid camera, so I'll be candid. And I don't give a fuck. Right? The industry doesn't like it. Who cares?
Right.
Right? Jaspal Singh Binning is here to stay. All
I
right?
love that. Yeah.
And I feel like CM Punk right now.
Sure.
If you're a wrestling fan, you know what I mean.
Oh, I know exactly. Yeah.
I've got a pipe bomb that I'm about to drop right now because I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
So basically, here's what I think.
We will respect it.
You can respect me, not respect me, I don't care.
All right.
I just don't care. I'm fortunate in life to have an incredible family. I'm very lucky. My mom, Livleen Kaur Binning, but Livleen Kaur, more importantly. Kaur means princess in Punjabi.
Ah, okay.
And that's what she is. She's fantastic. She pushed me to come out here when it was harder for her to do that. The easy option would have been stay in England.
Right.
Go to Manchester School of Acting, which I had the option to do. And I would have done for United, of course, because United till I die. But the truth of it is, she knew that New York, where I trained at the New York Film Academy, was the right step, and she sacrificed everything.
Okay.
So my parents aren't together anymore.
Okay.
Which is fine. They're different personalities.
Happens. Yeah.
Didn't make sense. Which is fine. They had an arranged marriage. Like, imagine trying to stay together when you've had an arranged marriage.
Oh
right?
yeah. I can't do it when it's not arranged. I can't figure it out.
Exactly. It's hard enough when you actually know the person.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So yeah.
But she pushed you. She said go for it and chase it and gave you support. In
Yeah,
some way or the
my
other.
hat's off to her. Actually, so I dress a certain way. Maybe that's like how I guard myself in life from people that are trying to attack me. And you know, this leather jacket I've had since I was 16 years old.
Oh wow.
My mother bought me this. It's the make is called Burton. They're no longer in England anymore, but this jacket has weathered the storm of my life, along with this watch here.
Okay.
I wasn't going to do the Alec Baldwin thing, but I nearly did. I was like, this watch, it costs more than your house.
Right.
Or whatever the fuck he says in Glengarry Glen.
Right.
Hats off to him as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know he's in the weeds right now.
Mm.
Life is what it is. That's not my situation to talk about.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. But Glengarry Glen Ross is like my dad's side of the family, their favourite movie.
Oh, that's so fun. Always be closing. Absolutely. It's
ABC.
popular.
Coffee's for closers.
That's right. Coffee's for closing.
So yeah, and the character, and I just talked about this, but John Chapman, MVP of the trip for me. We were talking about Glengarry Glen Ross. We're talking about family, because right now my family, they're on my dad's side. There isn't the best situation that's going on.
Okay.
I'll be candid about it, because life's too short.
Right.
Right. We have to make an impact while we're alive.
Absolutely. We're all here. We're all going through
We're all
something.
here.
Yeah, we're trying
And
to
I'm glad
share.
that this is getting recorded, because who knows what's around the corner.
Exactly.
But I tell you what, I feel safe in this car with this gentleman right here driving me. As a fellow artist, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because safety is important and paramount, and in this world with what's going on all over the place, I include
Absolutely.
England in that.
Absolutely.
And I really do include England in that, because that's why I'm not there anymore. Because of the politics, and because of the bullshit, and because of Brexit.
Oh, yeah. I totally get that.
Rishi Sunak, you're a fucking disgrace, man. Oops, sorry. Shoot me.
No.
And the thing is, he's from Southampton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad.
Mm.
He turned you back on your people, man.
Okay.
And you have to look in the mirror every day at yourself. So I'll leave you with that. As a brown person,
Right.
wake up.
I wonder what those politicians with that level of delusion, if they see themselves in the mirror, are they capable of actually seeing self? Because the mind in the mirror, you've never actually seen yourself. It's your mind's interpretation of it. That's psychology. So what do they actually see? What do they see in the mirror?
Well, what's that saying? It's power corrupts all.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it
Absolute
that
power.
or greed
It's-
corrupts all?
Right,
The
it's-
power and greed, the combination,
Right,
and ego.
right.
Ego is a powerful thing, and honestly, we all have one.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I have one now.
Yeah, we need
Again, you don't need to like me, I don't care.
it. Sure.
But I like this man, he's great. And basically, this is how I see life. If you're decent and kind
Mm-hmm.
and honest
Yeah.
with me, I will do everything for you. I will lay down on the highway to make sure you cross this highway.
Well,
And I'm not Jesus or anything like that. You know, religion, that's a whole other thing, but we don't need to get into that today.
sure.
But, you know, just be kind and honest. And do we make mistakes? Yes, of course we do. I hold my hand up. I'm the first one to be that person. I've made mistakes.
Sure.
I've learned from life. Life is testing me right now. I look at life as a Trivial Pursuit, the game, the board game.
Right.
Or people talk about pieces of the pie. That analogy.
Yep.
And there are areas that are the lowest that they've ever been. But there are also areas, like my acting career right now,
Mm.
and well, not just my acting career, my creative career, which I'm just hitting my stride.
Nice.
I'm just getting started.
That's great.
And I've been in the business professionally since 2009, because when I was in acting school, I was doing this very big show for Scholastic that not many people knew about, called the 39 Clues.
Okay.
And I still have a weird following, a fan base in the Philippines, which I'm grateful for. So thank you.
Yeah.
Because this character I played, Ian Cabra,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, as a villain, and I made kids cry. And I
Oh,
loved
wow.
it. I was the heel, as we talk in wrestling.
Sure, in
you know?
wrestling, yeah, the heel.
And
right.
you know, sometimes it's nice to be the bad guy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But tell me about you, man.
Well, so I was going to say that I got to play the bad guy a lot in Hollywood because I'm 6'2".
Oh shit!
I was
okay.
a big guy.
Wait, I'm 6'1".
Yeah, see, so you know.
All right, let's
being tall.
like this is a British Indian James Bond right here. So you'll be hired as the bad guy.
As the bad guy, right? As the muscle. That's usually what I was. And so I did a lot. Had a lot of roles of that where I would be, some monster, some guy, some big intimidating force. I was, played an enforcer for a couple of things. I played, the big bad, where you're wearing a mask and you've got a machete or a hammer or something, and you're after someone.
So when you say machete,
Yeah.
right? You know why?
What?
Guess who's?
Oh, Trejo, right?
Yeah.
You said Oh, machete, absolutely.
Machete.
Yeah, machete. Yeah. But
Shout out to you, Danny Trejo.
that
I'm
was
coming
fun.
to Cali for you. So
Oh,
let's
that's
see.
awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
we haven't worked in a scene yet together. It's
Oh,
just kind of crazy.
So you're going to? Oh man, that's awesome.
Well, I
I'm
hope so.
jealous.
I mean, if I can finagle my way in,
Great.
even if I'm just bloody background in my own film, like I just, yeah.
Just
but I
to
think
be
I
there.
believe he's filmed all his scenes. Actually, I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to disclose on that, so we might have to edit this bit out.
Hey,
but
let me know, yeah.
hey, I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
We could put it back in later when
Right.
when the film's released.
There we go. I can always wait on the release. The thing is, I have to figure out how to edit anyway, so that's going to take a while. So
Well, what program do you use?
I use Adobe Premiere
Pro.
Pro. Yeah, Premiere. Yeah, which is pretty decent. It's really it's honestly me not sitting down to say, okay, let's do it.
Because I use iMovie, but
Uh-huh.
my two of my editors, they both use that. They've used Final Cut before,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they're both on the Adobe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually who I'm going to see. One of my best friends, Thilo Zingler, head of the Brooklyn Borussian fan club for Borussia Dortmund.
Okay.
So shout out to them.
Nice.
He has his own podcast, which is fantastic if you're a Borussia Dortmund fan.
Mm.
Believe in Borussia.
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 There we go. Believe
My
it.
German accent is terrible, so I'm not going to even try. But I love that man. He's one of my close friends and one of the most talented people I know. And what's the word? Specific people I know, personality-wise as well.
Okay. A unique character.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
that.
and a character. That's it.
Love that.
Yeah. But I'll see you soon. He's picking me up from LA.
Oh, nice.
After I see the mighty Manchester United play at 1 p.m. So
That's
hopefully
where you're on
we've
your
got
way
enough
to,
time.
right?
Yeah. So I'm on my way
Yeah.
to the official Manchester United Supporters Club of Chicago, and that is where I'm going. We're having a great season with our new coach, Eric Ten Hag. Shout out to you, mate.
That's great.
And I'm trying to figure out how to get to Wembley. So if anyone has any connects, we're playing Manchester City in the final, first time ever in history. FA Cup final, June 3rd or 4th or 2nd, one of them.
Wow.
But Manchester Derby, come on United. So yeah.
That's who you're rooting for. That's where you're going for.
That's where I believe like my spiritual place is. And football is very spiritual and goes back to, they're all social clubs back in the day. Now all the corporate stuff, all the capitalism has got a hold of sport, and that's all sports as well.
Yeah.
But remember when it was as simple as just picking up a football, soccer ball for my American friends.
Yeah.
World Cup 2026 coming soon.
Right.
That's going to be the takeover, the domination of football, because Premier League mornings, it's already happening. And I had a debate with a gentleman who said that, football's the best sport in the world. I'm like, okay, it's a great sport,
Yeah.
but it's kind of irrelevant outside of America. So why don't you check yourself before you wreck yourself? You
Like
know the rest of that song.
American football, absolutely, yeah.
It's American football.
Yeah.
And again, I love it. I'm a New York Giants fan.
Right.
I was there when we beat Brady and the fucking Patriots
Nice.
in 2012 or 13. I think it's 12, right?
Maybe. I wouldn't know.
And that was the second time because the helmet catch happened the year before I moved to New York, which was 2009, which also was when the New York Yankees won their last World Series. So I apologize, I am the curse of the Yankees. It's me. But I'm out of the city right now, so hopefully they're going to do a lot better. Come on, Aaron Judge.
That's so funny. That is really it. Sports fans, you believe whatever you do is going to contribute or change the outcome.
Man, I've become even more ritualistic than I was before. It's ridiculous. I'm covered head to toe in United gear right now.
Right. Oh,
I've got red shoes on. I am ridiculous.
Yeah.
I am a clown.
You've got to go for it. I get it. Sure. Well, it's that part of that identification, part of the team. This is my team. This is my group. You become part of it, and that's exactly it. Is having the representation to it.
And you know what? That's I know I skipped because I'm just tired and kind of scatterbrained right now. But representation matters, and that's the problem I have with the acting industry.
Right.
Because I walked into a room. I've done some crazy shit to get me to where I needed to get to as a method actor.
Okay.
I've been training to fight. I'm actually a black belt.
Nice.
I don't tell many people that because then people want to fight me, and I'm like, no, that's not what it's for.
Black belt
right?
in what?
In karate, kickboxing, Muay Thai.
Nice. Okay. Wow.
I just never took the exam.
Okay, so a great striker. All right, cool.
It's funny, I used to play striker as a footballer as well. But my best, actually, it's ironic we're talking about this now. My best position was defense.
Okay.
Which I think in all sports, you can't have a great offense without a good defense.
Yeah.
That's what I learned about American football. So you can take that, mate.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucking American football is the best in the world. Well, yeah. What do you actually learn about it?
I mean, compared to rugby, though, I mean, rugby versus
Different sports. Different sports.
They
man.
are very different. They
Like
are very
rugby, because think about it like this, right? And I studied sports in school, sports A level.
different. Okay.
I ironically, guess what? Failed drama.
Ah, that's very funny.
I got a D in drama
Love
for
that.
being a dickhead. Yeah. But what's hilarious was I failed the theory side. I fucking aced the performance side. Failed the theory.
Wow.
I'm just starting to learn now. All right. So whoever failed me, thank you, because I'll never forget that.
There you go.
But yeah, with sports studies, man, like rugby is an invasion game. Football, my sport, is an invasion game.
Sure.
American football is an invasion game. It's a war game.
Right,
It goes
absolutely.
back in the day.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose of American football, was to keep the men, the boys, strong, ready for war. That was the whole reason it was invented.
Yeah, and like, thing is, the problem I have with it now, it's fucking with people's heads, man. Literally, the concussions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, and again, I love the sport, but life is too short anyway. Why are you just adding to that?
Right.
And you know what? You're adding to it, and you're making it like a fucking zoo.
Oh yeah.
Because guess who is at the top? Right. They might be right. They might be on that side of politics. Probably
Right,
most likely.
Most likely.
But they do what's best for their own pockets.
Exactly.
And that could be any side of politics.
Right. But yeah,
Politics is a dirty fucking game.
Absolutely.
And it is a game.
Yes.
And that's why I don't really have any interest in going to the DC, because if that's all you talk about there, which I've heard from many of my bartender friends, yes, I'm a bartender, high five to all those people that work hard and essentially therapists for people
Yeah,
all the
some
time.
of the best people. I love that. That's
They're
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Bartenders, servers, anyone who's in the back of the kitchen sweating their ass off, who's illegal,
Yeah.
you know, and to come over here
Illegal.
to basically chase the American dream.
Right.
The American dream is unattainable.
It never existed. It was a marketing ploy to get immigrants to come over to work for cheap. That was why it
Exactly.
was created. Yeah. It was.
But
a
I
marketing
still believe in the principle.
Yeah.
If you take away the greed and what it was trying to do, you know, basically taking advantage of the poor. That's why I'm a Bernie Sanders guy.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, CM Punk says he's a Paul Heyman guy. I'm a Bernie Sanders guy.
Sure. I love that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, he has his flaws. Sure, fine. But you know what? Come at me with your politics too.
Right.
Because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
All right. Because Bernie cared. He's like, we the people.
Absolutely.
Obama. Yes,
Yeah.
we can. It's
Yeah.
about inclusivity.
Absolutely.
Society should be about inclusivity
Right. We're all here. That's
and
it.
communication too.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, like, again, like, life is too short. And if you've lost a family member, if you've lost anyone in your life, you want to be supported and feel support. If you're an only child like me, that's it.
Yeah. You need community. You need
I need
somebody to
community,
latch on.
and
Yeah,
I'm
you
very
need that.
fortunate in my life. Like in Brooklyn, where I live, I've been able to cultivate that community, and I want to see my people winning. And if you're not my people, sure, fine, whatever, do what you want.
Right.
You know, maybe we'll meet, maybe we won't meet. If you don't like me, cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to. And there are a lot of people that don't. So, hi to you as well.
It's very fortunate. I think it's fortunate to be on Likes, to have that, to have someone there to give you a struggle, something to work against, to learn against, to say, to have a viewpoint, right? If someone says, I dislike you, why is that? You have to.
Yeah, I mean, like, why don't you
analyze.
tell me? And
Yeah.
the thing is, just like, I'm not past myself.
Sure.
Like, again, like, we talked about ego before, but again, it's about conversations about turn taking.
Mm-hmm.
That is what scene study is.
Yeah.
It's essentially a match of tennis.
Exactly.
And you can hit me with like a fucking, well, alright, switching to baseball now. You hit me with a fastball. Okay, I'm going to try and return that fastball back across the court.
Right.
You can hit me with a curveball.
Right.
Cool. Fine. Sliders, fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've forgotten all the other baseball pitches, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to try and return it best I can, but sometimes I can't return it, and sometimes you can't return it back as well.
Right.
So, that's fine, that's life.
Yeah.
But it's like Puff Daddy said when he was still Puff Daddy, and not P. Diddy, and not Love, which I think is Love now.
I guess.
I can't keep up, but he's great.
Yeah.
I want it to be my next show. Called Trap, coming soon.
Okay.
Featuring me and Shamir Ansari,
Okay.
the next up and coming trap rapper
Oh, nice.
to change the world. So, but yeah, he says, he has this song with Nas, "You can hate me now, but I won't stop now, because I can't stop now.
Sure.
You can hate me now." I can't sing it, but
There you go.
I did musical theatre, which is ridiculous as well.
But I think that's a great line. Is you can hate me now because I can't stop and I won't stop. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to spend your energy and resource in hating me,
Yeah.
it's on you.
Right. Exactly.
Again, I'm a Bernie Sanders guy,
Right.
but also I'm my own guy
Right.
as well. I am Jaspal Singh Binning. That's it.
Okay.
So as the game of 50 Cent said, love it or hate it, the underdog's on top.
There you go.
And the American underdog, which I am, which this movie is, coming soon. I'm so proud of it,
Sure.
and I can't wait to share it with the world.
How long have you been working on it so far?
I only did 2 days, mate. It was an easy shoot for me.
Oh, nice. That's easy.
But the journey to get here has been fucking insane.
Sure.
The pilot strike, I didn't know about. American Airlines.
Yeah.
Sort your shit out, because pay those men,
Yeah.
or women, or them.
Oh man, I'm flying American on Monday. Oh no.
I'm flying American tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see if I get to
man.
LAX.
Jeez.
You know?
Oh man, I had no idea. Yikes.
Oh man.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Because I mean, it should be figured out. It shouldn't be this hard to pay people to do the job. But all right, I didn't know that was a problem. I know Southwest had some issues, so it's
Well, you know what's funny? So I had delay, cancel.
Mhm.
American Airlines at LaGuardia.
Mhm.
Kept me there 12 fucking hours.
Oh man.
The next flight switched to another American. Delay. I was like, you know what? This is going to be the same story.
Right.
It got cancelled in the end, but I switched to Southwest. Southwest actually saved me.
Wow.
So thank you, Southwest.
Hey, nice. That's
Because the producers, Sarah, she had the smarts to switch me to a flight to Midway instead of O'Hare.
great. Oh, nice. Okay. Easier.
Boom,
Yeah.
easy for New York.
Yep.
I was in economy, but I didn't care. Like,
Sure.
I'm a man of the people,
Right.
you know.
There you go.
But anyway, I've talked way too much. I want to hear and find out about you, my friend. Born and raised where?
I grew up in Northern California.
Which
so
part?
The wine country area, Sonoma County.
Sonoma.
Yep.
I was drinking your wine yesterday.
Oh, well, there you
From
go.
Sonoma.
From Sonoma. And then I moved to Los Angeles in my 20s. So I lived there.
What year?
I moved there in 2006, 2005, 2006.
Okay.
And then I lived there until 2012, 2013. No, 2012. 2013, yeah. And then I moved here in 2013. And then back to the Bay Area 2017. And then back here 2018.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I bounced around quite a bit.
Yeah. So what took you where and why?
Okay.
And I know that's gonna be. We're gonna have a beer and have a proper talk when you're not
that'd be
working.
fun.
You know.
That'd be fun. So what brought me there? Okay, so obviously I moved to LA because I wanted to be an actor. I had another friend who wanted to be an actor, so I was going to move there. We're going to get famous. We're going to make movies. It was going to be a wonderful thing.
What was your mate's name?
His name was Matthew, and so it was
Roderick? McConaughey?
No, nothing like that at all.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, really interesting cat. A very funny guy, but we moved to LA and he did nothing.
Were you doing? Was your dream to do stand-up? Like, was that?
So stand-up came about, honest, in 2018 is where I kind of realized, oh, like this is really the thing I would be doing and should be doing, and it's a fun story.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
So and I'll probably have to edit all this out. But the reason I moved to Chicago in the first place was because a woman I was dating got pregnant.
Okay.
And she lied. She wasn't pregnant, but I got her pregnant because I thought she was pregnant. So I was like, oh, you don't have to worry about it.
Fucking hell.
Right. So she got pregnant. So she was from here. She was already moving back. She was already back.
Sociopath, question mark?
Every guy's going to tell you that his ex is crazy. My ex told me that a ghost pushed our
I've
kid
got one
down
for
the
you,
stairs,
and
right?
we can't keep this in the edit as well, so I'm
Right.
with you.
We'll edit it. Well, all those will get cut out. But
Cool.
so she told me that a ghost pushed our kid down the stairs. She's nuts. She's a bag of nuts. A real bag of nuts. And she would...
How old's the kid?
She's 9, so I've got 9 more years in Chicago. But
What's her name?
Isabella. She's wonderful. She's the greatest kid. I love being a father. It's the most important thing in the
You know
world
why
to
she's
me.
part of you?
Exactly, and she really is. She's very funny. She's very smart. She's very weird. She's very nihilistic. She's definitely my kid. So
Beautiful.
But
And she's 9.
9,
So
yeah.
I coach kids between 3 and 7.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I train them. Yeah.
Nice. So I moved out here. I was here for 5 years. Her mother, put me through the ringer. She refused to work, so I did all the work.
Are you
I would
still?
No, we way split up, and this is part of the reason why I got into comedy and started doing comedy. So we
You
moved
needed a
back.
bloody release after that.
We
Jesus
moved
Christ.
back to San Jose, to the Bay Area.
Guess where I did one of my favorite plays?
In San Jose?
San Jose Stage Company.
It's amazing. I miss San Jose. LA's my number 1, San Jose's my number 2. Places where I would go. But so while we were there, eventually after 5 years of her, yelling at me over everything wrong, putting the dish towel in the wrong location, telling me I was a piece of garbage, I was a bad person, I was a bad dad, and then apologizing, saying, I'm so sorry, it's postpartum depression, I didn't mean it, I love you, I miss you, I'm so sorry. And after 5 years, I said, I'm done, I can't do this, I'm not doing this anymore, it's over.
Can I ask you this question? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
It's more like adding to the conversation.
Yeah, I appreciate it, yeah.
Do you know she's bipolar?
And I love this, you're coming, so yes. But I don't know, but every therapist I've talked to says it sounds like she's bipolar.
I think
it sounds like she has
maybe schizophrenia.
borderline personality disorder
Borderline
is what they
personality
think.
disorder.
And it seems like that. And there's really a lot of indicators, and one of them is
And
here.
I'll be real, and you can keep this in.
Yeah.
Maybe I have the same stuff.
It's possible. Everybody has these, and borderline personality is a response to trauma as a child.
I'm an only child, so that makes sense.
Right? It could be, and it could be that. But so we were there after 5 years. I said, I can't do this anymore. I'm not coming back. We'll work things out, like as far as I'll still help take care of the kids, if you need help living in the city, whatever you need to do, but we can't be in a relationship anymore. And she's like, okay, fine. And then she sent the police to my work on Valentine's Day saying that I was trying to kill her. Yeah, and got a restraining order. And with that restraining order, she was able to get custody and get a move-away order to come to Chicago. And so she took my daughter and came. And so I said, well, I work in tech and I do...
Fuck her, man.
Right? So,
What the fuck?
So I said, fine. So whatever, I came. The reason I got into comedy was because in the Bay Area, I had my 9-to-5 job. You make $100,000 in San Francisco, you're in poverty. You're still at the poverty level. So,
Yeah, because of the... Yeah.
right? And you have to afford an attorney. Guess what? Attorneys charge $300, $400 an hour.
I hear you.
So I had to work I was doing Uber in the Bay Area. And while I was doing Uber and I was just talking to people and making them laugh, and a girl she said, like, this was a really great conversation. Just the time in the car, just talking about whatever philosophy and information and just a conversation. And she's like, you could really help people. You should do this. And she wrote down the name of an open mic and said, go. Like, go. You could help people.
This is in Chicago?
In San Jose.
Man, San Jose has so much love from me as well, because I'll tell you this. The play that I did there, it's called The Elaborate Entrance of Chad Deity.
Okay.
And it was all about racism in the workplace.
Mm.
But guess which workplace this happened to be?
Oh, gosh. Which one?
The professional wrestling.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, of course.
The Elaborate Entrance of Chad Deity by Christopher Diaz, where my character, who's from Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what? VP. Vigneshwar Podua. Right? So I'm basically playing this fucking Brooklyn street kid. And again, Carroll Gardens is very rich, white, and affluent now. It's not what it used to be in the 70s or whatever. But he wrote that out of that idea. But it's about this kid that gets, and I'm only a side piece. Well, not like that, but I'm a guest star, if anything, for this play in this world. So essentially, the star of the show is this Rey Mysterio-esque character.
Okay.
Called Macedonio Herrera.
Okay.
Herrera. I struggle with my Spanish pronunciations.
Okay. Macedonio Herrera?
Herrera. Well, it's Guerrera.
Yeah, Herrera. Herrera.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
But yeah, so he basically is a small guy that gets tossed around and is the best worker there, but never gets appreciated, and especially being of a Hispanic background too,
Mm-hmm.
as in society. Look at the people at the top and look at the people that are doing all the real work,
Mm-hmm.
all the grunt work.
Oh yeah.
I just had a moment now when I was leaving the hotel, and I just took a moment to realize, I was like, all the workers in this hotel, which is probably owned by rich white men,
Mm-hmm.
the Hyatt.
Mhm.
Nothing against you, I had a lovely stay.
Sure.
But I just thought about it. I was like, the people that make this place and made my stay so welcome. Hats off to Raul, to Luis, to D, to G, all those people that made my stay so amazing in Oak Brook, Illinois, the Hyatt. They're all us.
Yeah.
They're all people of color, just trying to do the best to support the families
Yeah.
or to get by or whatever their reasoning.
Right.
You know, and it was nice to be taken care of. Liz as well, in the spa, Keisha too, who gave me the best deep tissue massage I'd ever had.
I might have to swing by. All right.
I needed that, man, and
That's
especially
awesome.
after what you just told me. Yeah, it gets some trauma out of yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
your body keeps the score, as the
It
book
does.
says.
That's a great book. Absolutely. I'm going through that for sure.
So,
sure.
so let's go back to the important thing, which is you. So, okay, she does that. She takes your child here,
Yeah.
and lawfully and unfairly.
Right.
What next?
So I come and I say, okay, fine, I'm going to be here. I move, I relocate, obviously, because I worked in tech 9 to 5, and
Oh, what's your tech company as well?
it's a bank. I work for a large corporate bank, and I just do their tech work. I do IT for them, but I've worked for a ton of companies. When the pandemic happened, I was able to work 2 companies at a time, 3 companies at a time, because everything was remote. So it was great. I bought a house up at the north side of the lake here, where Lakeshore Drive ends.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, I did. I
That's
did really
important,
well.
and
Yeah.
congratulations to you for
Right.
lifing, because my life has been a mess as
Yeah.
of late, and I'm just starting to grasp it and pull
Yeah.
it back from the deep end. And,
Yeah.
you know, get up to that diving board.
Well, see, and that was it. There was a moment right when I got into the new house. I don't know if you've ever taken psychedelics before. I was on mushrooms.
Funny you mentioned this.
Yeah.
I just got to get one more plug in.
Okay.
In the Weeds, Harlem Film Festival, Friday, May 19th,
Okay.
with Dougie Doug from Cool Runnings,
Oh, Dougie
starring him
Mhm.
and myself.
Nice.
It's going to be an incredible night.
In the weeds. All right.
Yeah, of entertainment in Harlem.
Oh, that's
Harlem
fun.
Film Festival. James Brown, the
Okay.
Apollo. It's going to be live at the Apollo, but at the AMC Magic Johnson. Check it
Nice.
out.
Okay. That sounds fun. In
And
the
hopefully,
weeds.
hey, if it works out for you, mate, you're invited.
Oh,
You and the
I
plus one.
appreciate it. Oh, that's wow. I
No,
appreciate
honestly,
it. Yeah.
it'd be my honor to have you
Oh, that'd
as
be
my
awesome.
guest.
But so I was on psychedelics and I was on mushrooms.
My character's on it in the film.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
I've never done them.
Oh, I highly recommend, because it got me out of a mountain of depression. That depression of losing my child, being in a place where I truly would have said I would rather have died than come back to live in Chicago. After the 5 years that I was here before with this woman tearing me down constantly, I would rather have died to have been back here.
I'm
but
just
I
going to
came
say
back.
this, right? Because yourself and my other good friend John Chapman, shout out again, don't call it a comeback, he's been here for years in Illinois. I don't know whether we want to include this on, but I'm just going to say this. In society, I'm going to be very careful what I say here. People always look at it one way, where really we should be looking at it both ways.
Yeah,
Men can be bullied too,
exactly.
and I was bullied
Yeah.
by a sociopathic, fake red-haired Canadian from Halifax, Nova Scotia. You know who you are. I'm not going to say your name.
Sure.
But you know who you are, and I'm looking dead in the camera right now, I believe. I win.
There you go.
I win.
There you go.
That's all I need to say about that.
And
But the thing is, it's just like, it's a shame, because at the end of the day, especially you share a child,
yeah,
and that's a step forward further than where I am at in life. I would love to have that one day, because I love kids.
yeah,
I love improving people, whether I'm directing actors, whether I'm producing and trying to make the project better, whether I'm essentially coaching kids in football. I use the same principles in every area of life because I love seeing good people, great people, and even people that are misguided and lost do
Right.
well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
That's
If you want to know, that's it.
Yeah.
But
so,
continue.
So on psychedelics, I had this overwhelming feeling, two feelings that really pulled me out of the depression. Which was, one is it's done. I did win. I have a house. I made the absolute best out of the worst case scenario I could have been in. She has a sister, a daughter, a girl I raised as my own child for 5 years, who her mom says, he didn't want you. You can't talk to her. Wouldn't let me talk to her and just told her that I didn't want her, didn't want anything to do with her, and wouldn't let her talk to me. So there's another child. It's like I lost a child, and so it felt like, okay, this is over. That's over. It's done, and you did win. And I had this overwhelming feeling of your life is actually starting now.
Yeah.
This last
You're
30,
reborn.
Yeah, this last 36
I feel reborn
years,
right now too.
Exactly, and that was it. That was what psychedelics gave me. And after pulling myself out of this mountain of depression, I was able to feel like, hey, you still have a life ahead of you. You're actually starting now, and you're ready to start now.
Man, you know what I want to say to you, man? Like, life is what it is, right? It just is what it is, and that is my favorite American saying, right? So, John, what I want to say to you, my friend, and do you prefer John or Jonathan?
I go by John.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Cervantes.
Cervantes?
Yeah, Mexican.
Hermano.
Yeah.
Primo amigo. I love Mexican people and Mexican culture.
Right.
That's what I learned about.
All us brown people, we got to stick together.
We got to stick together because it's we, it's us.
Exactly.
As we pull into Fado, the United Bar of Chicago, because we united. John.
Yep.
I've got 2 questions.
Go for it.
We're still recording.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave you a tip right now.
And then if you want to give me your contact info, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit out all the stuff that we want edited out, and then I'll let you take a look at the edit, and you'll see if you like it, what you want, if you want me to cut something out or whatever, and then you can obviously plug it and say, okay, this is where it's online. It's on YouTube. I have the channel. I have a TikTok. I have an Instagram. It's all very new. I haven't done anything with these things yet, so it's all very new.
Overdressed dad joke machine.
See, if you see, all these are contacts, all these people that I've interviewed, that I'm just gonna show them the edits and say, okay, here we are. But so whatever you want me to contact you on, go ahead and write that
You've
there.
got the same book as me as well.
Oh, I love that. No, it helps.
How do I actually give you 5 stars? Ooh, but this is not helpful.
Once it's done, once it's over.
Because I give you the tip.
Oh, well, thanks.
Once it's over.
Yeah, once it's over.
I don't want it to be over, right?
Oh, I know. I'm so glad I recorded, because I every time I don't, I regret it, and I'm like, it was actually right before you opened the door. I turned it on, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to, and I turned it on. So I'm really glad I did. But yeah, so it'll once it's over, you can rate and whatever you'd like from there. But yeah, so give me your contact info. I'll save it, and then, like I said, I'll do the edit, and then I'll have you take a look at it. And again, and here's the other thing: if 5 years from now, 1 year from now, 10 years from now, if you say you want it taken down, it's down. That's what I always tell any passenger in the car. If you want it taken down, you want it changed, just let me know. And
you want a social bureau?
I don't personally, but I do have one for the Instagram, and it's GettingInCarsWithStrangers. And there's like 3 people. I started in February. you know it, man.
West Side.
Thank you, man. Hey, thank you, man. This was
really
awesome.
Special.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Likewise, thank you.
Just love to your family and
thank you.
Safe travels.
Hey, thank you. I'm gonna need it. Thank you so much. Thank
Take
you.
care of you.
Thank you, Jaspal. Thank you. That's the plan. Thank you.
I'll see you in Sonoma.
Yeah,
so I want
for sure.
some good wine, man.
Yeah,
and I've never been. You know what? Fuck it. I'm coming to Sonoma. You heard it here first. I'll see you out there, mate.
All right.
How long are you gonna be there?
This trip is only gonna be 3 days, and then I'm taking my daughter out there in June, and then probably in July again, just for me. So
that'll be the place to do it.
Yeah.
Because I went to Joshua Tree and I didn't do psychedelics.
Oh, that's like what Joshua Tree's for. Yeah, though the experience itself, just being there, is psychedelic.
Yeah.
So
For my best friend Dan Stagliano, his 40th birthday. He's getting on a bit now. Old man, Australian Italian. But nothing but love.
Thank you, man. Have a good one. Thank you so much.
I just gotta get my stuff out.
I know. Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Man United bag. Check. Big winter jacket because of Chicago. Check.
Right.
Suitcase with my life in it, check.
Go.
And the boots. John.
Cheers,
What a pleasure.
Jaspal.
Thank you.
Have a good one. I'll see you around.